Hey guys, Hershey's Garage here, and today I'm sitting next to this beautiful truck here. It's a 2008 Honda Ridgeline, and you've seen this one in the past. But today we're going to go over some of the central lifting points and some of the normal lifting points, which there are two, and the standard lifting points, which there are four. But before I do that, I'm going to start a new tradition here at Hershey's Garage, and I'm going to thank you guys, the viewers, because without you guys, this channel would be nothing, even though it's a small little tiny channel. And I'm going to go ahead and thank two viewers today. One is, and if I totally butcher your name, sorry, you can tell me in the comments below how I did that, and don't hold back. The first one is Leonardo Velasquez. Cool comment. Thank you very much, buddy. And then the other one is Thong Fan Quang. Like I said, awesome comments, and thank you very much, because without your guys' comments and likes and all that, this channel wouldn't be anything that it is right now, and it's growing pretty good. So like I said, thank you guys very much, and the next few videos or so I'm going to be thanking you guys at least a couple at a time. And like I said, I really appreciate it. So without further ado, let's get to the show. Alright guys, if you watched my other videos, you'll know that safety is my #1 priority, and there's a few things that you need to consider when doing this job. So I guess let's get right to it. And the first thing is right here, eye protection. Anytime you go in underneath these vehicles, always want eye protection. Next thing, gloves. Gotta have the gloves. Don't want these pretty little hands to get marked up and destroyed. So gotta have those on. The next thing is we're going to put the vehicle in park and then set the emergency brake. Then you want to get the proper tools out for the job. And the first one is you're going to need the jack. And this one is a 3-ton because this vehicle weighs a lot, and you want to have the proper amount of tonnage on the jack for the appropriate vehicle that you are lifting, so this doesn't come down and crush you when you're underneath there. Just as you want the appropriate amount of tonnage for your jacks, and these are 3-ton jacks also, and it's probably a little overkill, but I don't want to be underneath here and have this thing come down on my head. Oh, call for help! My head's trapped! My head's trapped! Or my legs or anything else. So make sure that you get the appropriate size tonnage for both of these for your vehicle weight, so you don't have an accident. And the last thing is the wheel chocks, and they go on both sides of the wheels. Doesn't have to be fancy guys like this, can be just pieces of wood if you want, but just depending on whether you're going to be working on the back side or the front side. If, like I said, if you're working on the front side, then you put them on the back side. If you're working on the back side, then you put them on the front side. That way it doesn't either roll back or forward on you. Alright guys, enough of that junk. Now let's get to the nitty-gritty here. And if you like to look at diagrams, here are the 4 spots where right here, this is one. And this is going to be the driver's side, and here is the second one, and they're right underneath here. And it's going to be the same for the passenger side on the other side over here. So there's going to be 4 spots, and this is the actual visual spot there that you can see where you're supposed to place them. And like I said, this is a diagram. If you learn better by looking at a diagram, then you're going to like this version. But I'll show you a picture here in just a second of what actually it looks like. All right, and this is what it looks like if you're looking at the truck. and underneath it, and it is right here. This guy right here, right by the tire. All right, and here's a diagram of the center locations that you want to jack it up with. And one is right here, that's the back, and the other is the front right here. And it shows you a little picture of the front, and this specifically, it's this little knob right here sticking down, and then the other one is the back, and it's specifically this little guy right here, that little knob that's sticking down. And here's a picture of the front jack position. Like I said, right here, that little guy, that little triangle piece right here, that's the one you want to put your jack on. And onto the picture of the rear jack position, which is right here. This little guy right there, specifically. That's where you want to jack up from there. So hopefully that helps, guys. Just remember, be safe, do it the right way, and I don't want to hear about anybody getting crushed or anything like that, because that would ruin my day, and I'm sure it would ruin yours. So get out there, do your own work, save some money, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace! All right, guys, before we begin. All right, guys, before we begin, there's a few things that you need to consider when doing this job. And of course, safety is a #1 priority when doing this. And of course,